My final is in 6 hours, and I haven't opened a single textbook all semester. Right now, I'm making promises to a God I haven't spoken to since my grandma's funeral. God, if you let me pass this one, I swear I'll stop drinking, I'll stop vaping, I'll delete Tinder, I'll call my mom every Sunday. Bro, I am single-handedly trying to become a saint in one night. 4 months of sins, one night of bargaining. And the craziest part? I genuinely believe in that moment that I mean every word. Tomorrow morning after the exam? Different guy. Completely different guy. But tonight I am the most religious man in America. Let me be real with you before this video goes any further. I am not one of those 4.0 GPA kids. I've never been. I'm the guy who, the night before a final, searches entire organic chem in 20 minutes on YouTube, and then watches a 2-hour video on it, at 2 times speed, while eating cold Chipotle from Tuesday. My roommate is a pre-med student. He studies like his family's honor depends on it, because it does. And then there's me. I study like my Wi-Fi depends on it, which means I don't, because the Wi-Fi is free. And somehow, I've convinced my parents for 4 years that I'm crushing it. My dad is telling his golf buddies I'm pre-med. Pre-med? Bro, I haven't been pre-awake before noon since freshman year. But here's the part I never tell anyone. The lazy but ambitious kid? That's not me. That's a character I've been playing for 4 years. Because if I'm lazy, I have an excuse. Lazy kids don't fail because they're dumb. They fail because they didn't try. And that's a way better story than the truth. The truth is, I'm terrified of finding out what I'm actually capable of. Because what if I try, really try, and it turns out, this is it. This is the ceiling. So I play the lazy genius. It's the safest role in college. And here I am, night before the exam, Googling, what is a mitochondria? It's 2:14 a.m. My desk looks like a crime scene. 3 empty Red Bull cans. My heart isn't even beating anymore, bro. It's just vibrating. If a mosquito bites me right now, it's gonna fail a drug test. My laptop has 47 tabs open. 3 are study guides. 44 are YouTube videos titled, How to Pass Any Exam in One Night. I've watched all 44. I've learned nothing. My textbook is open to page 1. It's been open to page 1 for 3 hours. Page 1 has a photo of the author. I've been staring at this man's face like he owes me money. And then it starts. The real panic. The kind where your body is sitting still but your soul is pacing around the room. I start calculating. Okay, if I read 40 pages per hour, and I sleep for 0 hours, and I don't blink, I can technically finish the textbook by 7:47 a.m., leaving me 13 minutes to shower, walk to class, and have a complete mental breakdown. Perfect plan. Flawless plan. Executable by literally nobody on earth. Especially not me. And right when my panic hits its peak, I hear it. My roommate, Jake. Snoring. Peacefully. Like a man with no sins. This beautiful, disciplined, color-coded notes mother. I stare at him in the dark, laid out like a corpse at peace. And I have a dark thought. I could just take his notes. He's asleep, he won't know. I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing. Academically. I actually get up. I walk over to his desk. I'm about to touch his notebook. And then his Apple Watch lights up and shows his sleep score. Bro, a 94. A 94 sleep score. This man is getting A's in classes I haven't attended and winning at sleeping too? I didn't take the notes. I just went back to my bed, sat down, and had a 45-second staring contest with the ceiling fan. The fan won. And just when I thought this night couldn't get more humbling, my phone buzzes. Group chat. The boys. Ryan, 2:47 a.m. Bro, I'm locked in studying like a monk. Marcus, 2:48 a.m. Same, bro, grind set. Ryan, 2:48 a.m. By the way, anyone know what chapter the exam is on? Bro, we don't know what chapter it's on. It's 2:48 a.m. The exam is in 4 hours, and Ryan doesn't know what chapter it's on. And somehow, I felt better, because at least I know what class I'm failing. At 3:17 a.m., my phone lights up. It's a text from my mom. "Good luck tomorrow, honey. Dad and I are so proud of you. We know how hard you've been working." Bro, I just stared at that text for like a full minute, and something in my chest just cracked. Because here's the truth. My dad works overtime every Saturday, not for vacations, for my tuition. My mom hasn't bought herself clothes in 2 years. She's wearing the same sweater she had when I started college, and they think I'm working hard. I looked at the Red Bulls, the 47 tabs, and I realized I'm not lazy because I'm chill. I'm lazy because I'm terrified. I'm terrified that if I actually try, really try, and still fail, then I have no excuse. Then I'm not smart but unmotivated. I'm just not smart. And lying to my mom feels easier than finding out. I wanted to text her back something real, something honest, something like, "Mom, I'm sorry, I've been lying. I'm not working hard. I'm scared. Please don't be disappointed." Instead, like the emotionally unavailable man 4 years of American dorm life has trained me to be, I typed back, "Love you, Mom, thanks." Put my phone face down, took a deep breath, and for the first time all night, I opened page 2. This is the part in every other YouTube video where the music swells, the kid studies for 4 hours straight, and walks into the exam like a war general. That's not what happened. What actually happened is, I studied for 38 minutes. And by studied, I mean I spent 30 minutes writing the chapter title in a really nice font, picked 3 highlighter colors, and organized my desk. Actual reading time? Maybe 8 minutes. Then I fell asleep face down on page 14, woke up at 6:47 a.m. with textbook indentations on my forehead. Panicked. Chugged my 4th Red Bull, which is basically my blood type now. Threw on yesterday's hoodie and walked to the exam. Did I know the material? No. Did I have a plan? No. Did I whisper, "Please, God, just one more time" the entire walk? Absolutely. I walked into that exam hall like a man walking into his own autopsy. 2 hours later, I walked out. I didn't ace it. I knew I didn't. But something weird happened. I stepped outside. The harsh 11 a.m. sun hit my face, and I just stood there. Took the deepest breath of my entire life. 3 months of panic, and finally, my lungs were empty. Other students were crying, celebrating, calling their moms. I just walked back to my dorm, sat on my bed, stared at the fan, and waited. 3 days later, the grade comes out. C-. C-, bro! I've never been so happy to see a letter that's basically an insult. I didn't tell my mom the grade. I just called and said, "I passed, Mom." She said, "I'm so proud of you, honey." I said, "Love you," and hung up. And for the first time in 4 months, I smiled. A small, tired, ugly smile. That was the win. They tell you to wake up at 5 a.m., to be an academic weapon. Man, I just wanted to sleep without dreaming about Canvas deadlines. You don't need a 4.0 to prove you're a good son. You just need to survive, get a cheap burger with your roommate, and realize the world didn't end. That's enough. So if you're watching this at 3 a.m., the night before your exam, with 47 tabs open and a dead Red Bull next to you, bruh, close this video, go to bed. The exam will still be there in the morning, and so will you. And if you already failed one, drop your worst grade in the comments. No judgment here. We're all C- warriors. If this helped, you know what to do.